What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. So in this video, I actually just wanted to share my story and share the reason I started this channel and why I got into spirituality, meditation, and all of these things to better my mental health and better myself. Also, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope all your manifestations are coming into reality. I hope everything is just going right for you. So stay tuned. So, I remember all of my life, I've always been an anxious person. I've always felt like I'm not good enough for people. I'm not good enough for any situation that I'm in. And little did I know, this affected me throughout my whole life. But I didn't know that. It affected me in certain ways that prevented me from many things. And I know that if I was able to fix it and work on it at certain times and fix it at that time, I know it could have helped me. But I also believe things happen for a reason, and I believe that happened so I can learn more. I can learn more about myself and see where I went wrong and see what I did wrong so I can better myself. So like I said, growing up, I've always been that person, always feeling like I'm not good enough for anything or good enough for people. And I remember having this mentality throughout middle school, throughout high school, throughout college, and it really affected me. It affected me through friendships, it affected me through relationships, and it affected me because I put that insecurity, I put those problems, I put those situations onto the other person. And for that reason, it affected those relationships and it destroyed those relationships. And I've always had that thought in my head, why do I feel this way? And why is it that every single time I put myself into situations or I do certain things, I always feel like I'm not good enough for anything or I'm not good enough for what I'm doing? I always had that habit of thinking negative or thinking down on myself. And again, this affected me, and this really affected my social life and relationships, my love life, everything. So fast forward, about a couple of years ago, I got into a relationship, and that might have been, depending on how you look at it, it could have been the best relationship I've ever been in or the worst. The best meaning that I learned so much from it. Being in that relationship, I had the worst of the worst. I had the worst anxiety, I had the worst depression, and I remember just bringing those problems and bringing those situations and that mentality into the relationship. And because I brought those problems into the relationship, it ultimately destroyed the relationship slowly. I remember every month I would see changes in the relationship, and those changes wouldn't be positive, it would be negative changes. I would see myself just straying away from the relationship, and I knew it wasn't the other person. I knew it was myself. I knew that I was just uncomfortable with myself and how I felt at the moment. In that moment and in those months, I couldn't admit it. I couldn't admit it to myself or that person that I had a problem, which was my anxiety, which was my depression, and it was affecting my daily life. It was affecting that specific relationship. And this was my best relationship I've ever been in. This was the relationship that I thought would be the one for me for life. And this destroyed that relationship. So I remember finally realizing that I have a problem, that my depression and my anxiety is affecting how I feel and affecting my daily life. When I realized that, I ended up speaking to that person, speaking to that significant other, and I finally found help. I finally got help. She forced me to get help, and till this day, I'm so thankful that I found help, because if it wasn't for that moment, I would have ended everything. My whole life would have been destroyed. This ultimately saved my life, because if I stayed down this tunnel vision path of not letting anything affect me and just brushing everything to the side, brushing how I felt and brushing my anxious feelings, my depressed feelings, those impulsive thoughts to the side, and me thinking that I didn't have a problem, that destroyed me, and that could have ended my life. So I'm so thankful that I was able to go through that time and go through that specific relationship, because I believe if I was not able to go through that and wasn't able to go through that specific period of time and that specific event, I would have ended up taking my life, or I would have ended up just doing something impulsive. I'm so thankful for that. So again, you're able to change your whole life around. You're able to change that situation you're in. You're able to live that life that you dream of. And why I say this was the reason for my downfall was because I remember when this anxiety and when this depression and when all of these problems ruined the relationship finally ended. And I remember being depressed and just being down on myself. This was the worst depression. This was the worst time I've ever felt in my life, which was the past year. Because of that, I was able to find who I was. I was able to seek out help. I forced myself to find help more than a doctor, find help more than medication, and just find who I was, who I truly was. My ego, who I was destroying my life. And again, I was on this path. I was tunnel vision on this path, and that's why I said it depends how you look at it, because it could have been the worst thing in my life or the best thing, and I chose to make it the best thing because I was able to find who I truly am because of this relationship, because of this loss of relationship. And now I'm able to see who I truly am, and I'm able to really control my thoughts and control the feelings and control those impulsive behaviors and impulsive thoughts. So I'm hoping that this video and me being open about certain things, I hope I'm able to help you guys, and I really hope that you're able to change your life around too. Just remember, whatever situation that you're in, you're not stuck. Whatever situation that you're in that you think it's the worst of the worst and you think there's no getting out and you think this is your life, it's not. You're able to change that situation. And I went from not wanting to live every single day and just wanted to live life every day until I wasn't existing anymore. Now I love life. I love every single day. I love waking up every day. I love enjoying life. So I'm hoping this video can help you guys. And please, if this video does help you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It'll mean so much. And stay tuned for more videos. Let's continue to become the best possible self that we can. Stay tuned.